Daji, where do you think Eze is headed this transfer window?
Yeah, bro, you know me already. I don't listen to fake news. Eze already made it clear that he wants to come to my club. And let me explain the reason why. Eze won a trophy last season. He won the FA Cup respectfully with Crystal Palace. And now he wants to play Champions League football and win bigger trophies. And my club won the European trophy. Eze, let it make sense. You guys all kickball. Would it make sense to go from likely to win a trophy, albeit it may be domestic, to a team that does everything it can not to win a trophy? And so for me, Eze wants to come to Spurs because one, he's look, the whole thing about his what was it, the buyout clause, they reduced it to 60 mil and then said, look, Spurs, we're even happy for you to play 20 mil over 3 years. You're only doing that if the player wants to leave. And then what you guys want to do is that the Red Tottenham, the Spicy Spurs, Scotch Bonnet FC, Red Hot Chili Peppers, think that they can come in. They can't bulldoze the deal because the Red Tottenham doesn't have any pulling power. And Hussam, you're asking me, why don't they have any pulling power? Well, it all started in the semi-final in the home leg against PSG when they put up that shower curtain. They didn't take themselves seriously or their club. So no self-respect.
Mate, you've been getting rejected left, right, and centre. Even the guys who you beat in the final are taking players over you. Can I tell you stay in your
why they wouldn't come to your club with that? Based on that shower curtain.
Bro, even Brian Mbeumo ain't coming to your club. He's going to the Dusty United.
Be real? You are the only club that would sign Kepa as a backup goalkeeper and then state that you guys
are the only person who would care.
You're the only one. You're the only club that would say you're raising the levels. Eze saw that and he ran away. So all of this stuff.
Yes, he's run away to come join us and not join you. Brian Mbeumo's rather go Old Trafford than join you.
The answer is, what is Eze going to do there when this club shake their bum violently for Odegaard? Remember, Odegaard is their knight in shining armor sitting on King Arthur's table. The truth is, if Eze is foolish, he will go to Arsenal. If he's ambitious, he will go to another club.
So is Brian Mbeumo also an idiot? Because he also rejected used to go to United.
No, Mbeumo, you want to know? Can I answer that? You want to answer that?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not gonna knock any man who's about his money. I would sign for United if they're dumb enough to pay me 140 bags a week.
Okay, he's not stupid now, but because he's rejecting your ass.
Mbeumo was on 50 grand. Mbeumo was on 50 grand a week.
He rejected both of you two, by the way. Just to clarify, he rejected both Arsenal and Spurs.
Oh no, we're apparently dusted. We're apparently dusted. I'm trying to make the point. Even dustier club in United are able to get a player.
You are one of the realest United fans that I know. Yeah. Oh, look. Only you would pay Casemiro 300 grand when he's over 30. You know, like that. Only you would do that. So
for me, like it's just us that spends being badly outrageous.
What I'm trying to say is, a lot of other teams, I watched Casemiro would not be getting more than 100 grand a week. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But you guys would happily pay for him.
Well, like I said, you lot went in for Mbeumo. It weren't a money thing. You lot were going to pay him the money. You lot were paying him the money.
And Mbeumo's thinking about his financial future and early retirement by coming to your club. That's it.
So was he going to play for you lot for free?
we wouldn't. What has Mbeumo done to say that he's worth 150 grand a week?
Have you seen the numbers and the performances he's put up over the last 2-3 years? What are we talking about here? You don't have it. If he joins you, he's your best attacker.
Did you start?
Yeah, you go to source. I'm asking.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. Of course, why wouldn't he? Like, think about the trajectory of the two clubs are closer to winning a major honor. Yeah, not some secondary cup. Like, let's be absolutely real about it.
How can you be close? Sorry to interrupt. How can you be closer when we just won?
I love the fact that fans are capable of saying this now.
That's crazy. It
They're
is
second
Amrin,
in
bro.
second World Cup,
Crazy.
but they no longer can drop into
Me
Champions
personally,
League.
I don't
You
know.
have it.
You know what it is? I'll be real with you. I mean, I tried to behave myself this evening, but obviously this show's going to go. I can't understand what this brother is talking about when his club is probably the most unserious club on this panel. You need a
you walk out
striker.
of the room.
No, hold on, Souls, because you need to be told
walk out of the room.
about
We're
your club.
unserious.
We need a striker. Let me tell you what Arsenal
and the
do.
presence.
Arsenal does everything what you do, everything but the thing you're supposed to do. You need a striker, and you gave us Kepa, and you're coming there talking with chest. You're telling us that you're raising the level.
Just open, mate.
Eze hasn't even been confirmed.
He's a
I've
backup.
got Arsenal fans telling me that Zubimendi, Zubi is better than Partey. Can you imagine the butty banting that these guys are smoking?
He is.
Is Zubimendi better than Partey?
Zubimendi is better, yes. What he will do for the Arsenal in the system that we're going to be playing, he is a better player.
Can I ask the panel who are neutrals? Panelists, we don't give a damn about Arsenal. Is Zubimendi better than Partey from your own observation?
Not based off how this past season went. No,
not now. Maybe in the future.
No. Like Thomas Partey was, like Zubimendi was kind of mid at Sociedad last
year. The whole thing with Partey is because could he stay fit? You feel me? That's really what it was, bro.
There you go, Souls. There you go.
I don't really care.
It's still a good signing, though, Souls. It's still a good signing.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's their opinion. My opinion.
Do you watch Sociedad, Souls? Do you watch Sociedad?
So that means Cunha is shit.
Will.
Do you watch Sociedad?
Will, he's about to watch Sociedad. He took their whole midfield, brother. He about to watch it.
Like, did you watch Zubimendi like consistently, kind of?
Yes.
And you think he was better than Partey last season?
Yes. But Partey last season is the one season he's actually given to us, and just play the attacking game rather than coming in deep.
All right, let's not skip over that. I have one question for you, Souls, and it's coming from a place of genuine of care and also, from a good place. If you bring in Eze the player to enable you to get it over the line.
Yes. But he's part of the puzzle. He's not the only piece.
So by bringing in Eze, you win the league.
Not him alone, no.
This is the missing piece, bro. This right here, man.
Oh,
this is the missing piece. This is the missing piece, bro.
I'm about to break my monitor, man. Don't bring that guy in.
Big up Madueke. Big up Madueke.
No. What I want to say is that, I don't know how much of Arsenal games or how much you follow your club, but I think there's something about, lawyers call it precedence, which is what's happened before to almost determine what could happen now. So in the previous 2 seasons, you needed certain players. You brought in, like a Kivior or a Zinchenko. I think last season you brought what's that squid, calamari, that sort of thing. Yeah. You brought those hold on. So in answer to your question, I actually think it's either or. And why I think you're getting, I think you're more likely to get Rodrigo than Eze, which is why I said Eze comes to Spurs. But let's look at how Arsenal have started the transfer window. They have started the transfer window by signing Kepa, and we've got confirmation that Norgard is coming. Mm-hmm. Norgard.
Yeah.
Does that sound like a team
the VPN, Deji?
Bruv, literally.
Norgard.
The VPN.
That sound like a team that wants to bring in Eze Rodrigo? Why would you bring in Norgard when you've got Zubimendi? Like, come on, bro. So really,
message me if you want promotion.
One big signing, and that's it. The question really is, so if you had a choice, Rodrigo or Eze, who would you take?
So when you're talking about,
that's actually a good question. Who would you take out of the two, Rodrigo or Eze?
That's the question.
That's easy money. Come on.
What kind of question?
Yes, I'll say
Why
that.
Are we disrespecting the Mumbai Neymar? What are we doing here?
No, I didn't know Eze was from Mumbai. Eze from Mumbai,
man. Don't with his girlfriend kind of bullshit. Like, why am I worried? I'm just sat back and letting it happen.
To be fair, Souls, I stand in solidarity with you. The only time I will have a meltdown is if you guys don't bring in a striker. because Rodrigo, for me is an attacking winger. He's obviously better than Brennan Johnson, but he's a cross between wing and strike for me. If you don't bring in a striker, it doesn't matter who you bring in. Can we just safely accept that your club is a disgrace? And partly because I think Arteta thinks he can produce another title challenge without a striker this season. Is that what you're feeling?
I mean, there's an argument to say he can still do it with Havertz staying fit for a full season.
And if you have Havertz, do you think you can?
I mean, okay, think about it. We've done it with Gabriel Martinelli, who was on a decline, and we were a point off City. Now, granted, you can say that City team isn't the same, whatever, right? But the reality of the matter is, if we bring a Rodrigo in and Havertz can even replicate that form, we have enough goals and enough different ways of scoring goals that, yes, a striker would be it's a needed addition. But there's an argument to make if we can upgrade mass. By the way, this isn't just an upgrade. This is a huge fucking leap that we're making at left wing. It's not even like it's going from like a Martinelli to that. Like we're going off the scales kind of good. Like arguably competing for one of the best players in the league.
So can I
for me, that's a monumental signing.
And thank you for taking time to educate me, because sometimes when I look across the road at your club, I can't understand what they're doing. So I need you to educate me. So for me, it's clear with my eyes where the priority is. Yeah. We
need to get a
and I just want to understand Souls from your perspective, because I don't, fortunately for me, I don't get to feel what you feel on a daily basis. Can you explain to the panel and the chat why you have brought in the players that you've brought in first?
Because there were deals that can just be done. I mean, it's standard business. Like, if you know a deal can be done, you just get it done and you move on. Like,
you're playing a very dangerous game, though.
But the thing is, I'm not really liking, and I'm finding it very disconcerting when he flips his hand and says, "Nah, we can't bring in Noni." Look, have the same energy, bro. If you can bring in Kepa because you can. If you can bring in Norgard because you can, then you can bring in Noni because you can.
No, we can't.
It's as simple as that, bro. And I want you to hold that. Hold that.
Bro, it's like when I tell my little brother something, he's like, no, like, okay, you can keep saying no. That doesn't have any bearing on the fact that it's gonna happen.
So, and this is his last big contract as well. Like, this is the big contract he's gonna get, because I think he's like 27.
I don't actually think 60 mil is a good deal. I actually think what's happening is that both clubs are treading with caution. I say that because this is not the first time that we've seen strikers from the Portuguese league who've been badding it up be linked with the Premier League, and then they come to the Premier League and they turn out to be royal fraudsters. The truth of the matter is, numbers or not, Gyokeres is an unknown in the Prem. There's no guarantee.
The numbers is correct.
There's no guarantee that
you're talking about Nunes, though, Deji.
Bro, yeah, I think Nunes was more of a bad man in Portugal than Gyokeres.
No, it wasn't.
Even forget that. Look at the Portuguese club's performances, bro, in the Club World Cup. They got exposed low key.
Again, people want to blame the league for bad scouting.
Man said Al Ahly player scored a hat trick against Porto. That's what you're gonna say?
Like that's what it is. People want to blame the league for their club not doing their due diligence. What we talk? How much did you lot pay for Solanke, Deji? And then look at Nunes's, and then look at not Nunes's numbers.
Yeah, but can I just say that I'm not going to have anyone make disparaging comments about Solanke or anything.
It's not disparaging. I asked the question, Deji. How much did you pay? No. How much did you pay for Solanke?
We paid I know, but that is a loaded question, and
loaded question.
Flawless loves those. I promise you.
No. It's uncomfortable.
You know what you're doing, Flawless.
It's uncomfortable because man tell you,
it's uncomfortable because
don't get it misunderstood, Deji, my guy. But to turn around and say Gyokeres is at 60 million when you paid 55 for Solanke.
No, the thing is,
what are we talking about?
We weren't. The only thing I would say is we will see Solanke's true potential under Thomas Frank, which we were denied under Postecoglou. But what I am saying, bro, and look, bro, I'm trying to help you out. You guys need a striker. And we talked earlier about your club being an easy payday, hence why you're able to attract certain players. It would be foolish.
Not just again, that's a myth. It's not just the money. Is the money a part of it? Yes. Let's stop acting. No. We ain't gonna pull out this false.
It would be foolish to think 60 million Gyokeres from the Portuguese league is a good deal.
Why is it not a good deal?
It's because he could come to the Prem and be another Nunes.
But any player could come to the
Prem, and he could come to the Prem and bang like Portugal, like players up from there before.
Well,
No. Based off of what, Deji? Why is he not score? Why is he not a success here?
Bro, can I ask you legit? And I'm not.
No. Can you answer my question? And answer any question you have. Why will he not?
I'm gonna answer your question, my bro, because I can see that you're a bit catchy and it's calm.
I'm not. I actually think he goes Arsenal.
So look. On this panel, can you please name me the top 5 leagues in the world?
Prem, La Liga, Bundesliga,
yep.
Serie A,
French League,
Liga,
and then like Ligue 1.
I'll say Liga.
So, bro, my context comes from the fact that the striker that you're shaking your bum for.
I don't shake my bum for no one. Let's kill that. Hey, Deji. Hey, yo, let's kill that. I don't shake my bum for no one.
Bro,
hey, I don't shake my bum for nobody. Let's just clarify
the player that you want to defend on this panel,
I don't think he joined.
He's not coming from a league in the top 5.
Oh, Deji, there's been no successful players from the Portuguese league. Oh, Deji, there's been no successful players from the Portuguese league. Then that's what you're saying. There's been none.
No.
I'm asking you a question. There's been no successful players.
Who do you want to draw our attention to?
Bruno,
I'm asking you, Deji. You're a footballing man. So you're telling me there's been none.
Who do you
I am asking you a question. Why don't you want to answer questions? I'm asking you a question. So I'm asking you again. Has there been no successful players from the Portuguese league to the Premier League?
Can I assume you may be referring to Bruno Fernandes?
You don't. Definitely not. No. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Definitely not. No.